I woke up carrying the bags I promised I'd leave behind. The echoes of yesterday's mistakes still playing in my mind. The heavy words that I said, the quiet things I forgot. My stomach is tied up tight into a guilty knot. I'm dragging all of the shadows into the morning light, letting the failures of history ruin a day that is bright. I wash my face in the mirror, I whisper through the shame. I keep on tripping over the very same stones, the very same blame. But your mercy is new in the morning, washing yesterday's dust. You bury the heavy regret inside an ocean of trust. I don't have to pay for the debt that you already paid. I step right out of the prison that my guilt has made. The slate is clean, the morning is new. Up the files, the records of all my wrong, trying to drown out the melody of your forgiven song. But you take the ledger of failures and tear it right in half. You replace my heavy sorrow with the gentle, joyful laugh. The sun is rising up high, the mercies fall like the dew, reminding my heavy heart that I am walking anew. I drop the bags on the floor, I let the history fade. I step into the freedom that your sacrifice made. But your mercy is new in the morning, washing yesterday's dust. You bury the heavy regret inside an ocean of trust. I don't have to pay for the debt that you already paid. I step right out of the prison that my guilt has made. Are you ruining today by carrying the guilt of yesterday? Did you mess up? Did you fall short again? Listen to me, Lamentations says his mercies are new every single morning. God does not hold your past against you. When he forgives, he completely forgets. Stop punishing yourself for a debt that Jesus already paid. Brush off yesterday's dust. The sun is up. You have a brand new slate. Walk in it. I am forgiven, I am walking free. Yesterday is gone, you are loving me. Water's spilling over, the boat is going down. The sky is turning black above this lonely sinking town. I'm bailing out the panic, but the waves are far too high. I'm screaming at the heavens, but there's only thunder's cry. I thought if you were with me, the journey would be smooth, but everything is breaking and there's nothing left to say. I reach my shaking hands out, I whisper to the deep, how can you be so quiet? How can you be asleep? But peace is not the absence of the heavy crashing storm. Peace is knowing who is here to keep my spirit warm. You stand up in the chaos, you whisper to the sea, and even when the winds are wild, you are the quiet place for me. I used to pray for calm, I used to pray for clearing skies. I thought the storm was proof that I was hidden from your eyes. But now I see the anchor isn't outside in the blue. The anchor is a steady, quiet heartbeat found in you. You might not stop the thunder, you might not stop the rain, but you will hold me safely through the center of the pain. I stop fighting the weather, I lay my heavy bucket down. I trust the one who holds the sea will never let me drown. But peace is not the absence of the heavy crashing storm. Peace is knowing who is here to keep my spirit warm. You stand up in the chaos, you whisper to the sea, and even when the winds are wild, you are the quiet place for me. Are you in the middle of a massive storm right now? Are you terrified because it feels like God is completely silent while your life is sinking? Listen to me, just because the boat is rocking doesn't mean he left. He is in the boat with you. And if he's in the boat, it will not sink. True peace isn't found when the storm disappears. It's found when you realize the master of the ocean is sitting right beside you. Take a deep breath. Let him be your peace in the middle of the crash. The wind is bowing down, the sea is standing still. I am safely anchored inside your perfect will. My head is spinning fast, 100 miles an hour. Thoughts are growing wild like weeds without a flower, trying to solve the puzzle, tying myself in knots, trapped inside the prison of my own racing thoughts. I press my hands against my eyes, I whisper to the dark, please quiet down this heavy storm, please heal this weary spark. You step into the tangled mind and speak a word of peace. You command the restless, crashing waves to finally cease. I don't have to figure out every detail of the night. You wrap my overthinking heart in warm and gentle light. You calm my mind, you calm it down. You calm my mind, you calm it down. I always try to play the judge, the jury, and the guard, building up these mental walls, making life so hard. But you invite me simply to lay my weapons down, to take off this heavy self-made overthinking crown. I stop trying to solve it all, I let the questions fade. I rest inside the quietness your gentle hands have made. Step into the tangled mind, speak a word of peace. You command the restless, crashing waves to finally cease. I don't have to figure out every detail of the night. You wrap my overthinking heart in warm and gentle light. Are your thoughts keeping you awake again tonight? Is your mind just constantly replaying every mistake, every worry, and every what if? Listen to me, your mind was not meant to carry the weight of the whole world. God is the keeper of your peace. He is softly untangling every anxious knot in your head right this very second. You don't have to solve your whole life tonight. You are allowed to just close your eyes. Let him carry the heavy thoughts. The thoughts are slowing down, the storm is passing by, safe inside your peace, beneath the midnight sky. Rest your mind, sleep now. Rest your mind, sleep now. Rest your mind, sleep now. I'm looking at the photos of the girl I used to be, before the heavy winters took their bitter toll on me. She smiled without a question, she trusted without fear. I wonder where she went across this complicated year. I miss the boundless energy, the uncorrupted spark, before I had to learn to navigate the heavy dark. I trace the smiling faces, I whisper to the frame, I don't think I will ever be exactly quite the same. But you don't ask my heavy heart to travel back in time. You don't need my innocence to make the rhythm rhyme. You love the weary survivor standing in the room today. You kiss the heavy scars that will never fade away. You love who I know. You don't want a ghost. I thought the unbroken version was the only one you prized, before I saw the heartbreak and before I realized that wisdom has a beauty that the innocent can't hold, and a heart that's glued together is a masterpiece of gold. I grieve the lighter days, but I honor where I stand, held completely steady in your understanding. And I close the heavy album, I put the past to rest. I bring you my current self, trusting it's the best. But you don't ask my heavy heart to travel back in time. You don't need my innocence to make the rhythm mine. You love the weary survivor standing in the room today. You kiss the heavy scars that will never fade away. Are you mourning the person you used to be before the trauma, before the burnout, or before the grief? Do you look in the mirror and miss the version of you that hadn't been hurt yet? Listen to me. It is completely okay to grieve that loss. But please hear this. God is not disappointed in the person you are today. He doesn't love the past you more than the present you. Your scars do not make you less valuable. They show that you survived. Stop comparing yourself to a ghost. The version of you that is breathing today is beautiful, brave, and so deeply loved. I am making peace with now. I am letting go the past, resting in the present, love, the only thing that lasts. I'm looking at the calendar, watching all the numbers fade, thinking of the compromises and the heavy choices made. I feel like I have wasted all the best years of my life, wandering through the wilderness, caught inside the heavy strife. The world says it's too late for me. The ship has sailed away, and I am left behind upon this cold and quiet bay. I hold my face inside my hands, I whisper to the floor, is there any purpose left? Will you even open the door? But you are the Lord of time. You hold the seasons in your hand. You can grow a miracle inside the most barren land. You promise to restore the years the locusts stayed away. turn my heavy history into a brand new day. It is never too late. You redeem it all. I measured out my value by the youth I used to hold, thinking that a broken story couldn't ever be retold. But you are taking all the ashes, all the wandering and tears, and weaving them together to redeem my wasted years. The ending of my story is so much better than the start, because you are the master of my weary, aging heart. I stopped looking at the clock, I let the heavy time mind go. I step into the present grace that you continually show. You are the Lord of time. You hold the seasons in your hand. You can grow a miracle inside the most barren land. You promise to restore the years the locusts ate away, and turn my heavy history into a brand new day. Do you feel like you are too old, or that you've wasted too much time? Does the enemy whisper that it's simply too late for you to be used by God, or too late to find peace? Listen to me, God exists outside of time. He specializes in restoring the years the locusts have eaten. Your past is not a waste, it is preparation. He can do more with your surrender today than you could have done with a lifetime of your own plans. It is not too late. You are still breathing, which means He is still writing. I am resting in the now. I am letting go the past, knowing that your faithful love is the only thing that lasts. I'm scrolling through the pictures of the lives they're building now, watching all the milestones, and I'm wondering just how I got so far behind them, standing still upon this track, carrying this heavy feeling of the things I seem to lack. The world has got a schedule and they say I'm running late, sitting in this quiet room, just staring at the gate. I had my heavy eyes away, I whispered to the floor, am I missing out on life? Will you ever open the door? But your calendar is different. You were never running late. You don't measure out my purpose by an arbitrary date. You are writing out a story that is beautifully my own, and the seeds that you are planting will take time to be fully grown. I am not behind. I am right on time. I am not behind. I am right on time. I thought I had to panic, thought I had to force the spring, trying to make the winter birds wake up and start to sing. But a flower doesn't blossom by the rushing of the clock, and a river takes 1,000 years to carve into the rock. I will celebrate the others as they walk into their light, knowing that your plan for me is hidden safely out of sight. I stop measuring the years, I throw the heavy clock away. I settle in the perfect grace you've given for today. But your calendar is different. You are never running late. You don't measure out my purpose by an arbitrary day. You are writing out a story that is beautifully my own. The seeds that you are planting will take time to be fully grown. Do you feel like you are falling behind in life? Are you watching everyone else get married, get the job, buy the house, while you feel completely stuck in the waiting room? Listen to me, God does not use the world's timeline. You are not behind schedule. He is completely unrushed, and He is crafting a beautiful, specific story for your life. Comparison will only steal your joy. Take a deep breath. You are exactly where He needs you to be for this chapter. I am resting in the wait. I am trusting in the plan. No more running in the race. I am held inside your hand. I've been building up my arguments, preparing for the stand, trying to prove my innocence to everyone across the land. They misunderstood my motives, they twisted what I said, and the heavy need to fix it is spinning in my head. I'm exhausting all my energy to clear my tarnished name, playing in this heavy, never-ending bitter game. I close my heavy, tired eyes, I whisper to the night, I don't have the energy to keep on in this fight. But you are my defender, you are the keeper of the truth. You see the honest motives of my spirit and my youth. I don't have to win the argument, I don't have to take the stand. I leave my reputation entirely in your hand. You fight for me, I can hold my peace. Thought if I just spoke enough, they'd finally understand. But a closed and angry heart will never hear the soft demand. Jesus stood in silence when they hurled their heavy lies. He didn't need to prove himself to blind and angry eyes. writing out the speeches. I let the rumors fade away. I trust the one who truly knows me at the end of every day. But you are my defender. You are the keeper of the truth. You see the honest motives of my spirit and my youth. I don't have to win the argument. I don't have to take the stand. I leave my reputation entirely in your hand. Are you wearing yourself out, trying to defend yourself against people who misunderstand you? Do you feel the constant need to explain your side of the story? Listen to me, you do not have to attend every argument you are invited to. God knows your heart. He knows the truth. You don't have to play lawyer for yourself anymore. Let him be your defender. Sometimes the most powerful and holy thing you can do is just stay quiet and let him fight for you. I'm laying down the sword. I'm resting in the quiet, trusting you to clear the path, stepping out of all the riot. I trace the heavy lines of the choices that I made, hiding in the shadows where the colors start to fade. I feel like a vessel that is shattered on the floor, thinking I'm not worthy to be chosen anymore. I hold my broken pieces, I whisper in the dark. There is nothing left to love in this heavily bruised heart. But you are the potter who never throws away. You take the shattered remnants of my fragile clay. You pour your golden mercy into every single crack, taking all my ruined parts and gently bringing me back. You don't throw me away. You make me new. You don't throw me away. You make me new. I thought I had to bury the history of my pain, pretending I was spotless, walking perfectly in the rain. But you touched the heavy scars that I wanted to erase, turning every single one into a monument of grace. I stopped trying to hide it. I step into the light. I let your gentle hands make everything alright. But you are the potter who never throws away. You take the shattered my fragile clay. You pour your golden mercy into every single crack, taking all my ruined parts and gently bringing me back. Are you looking at your past tonight and feeling completely ruined? Do you feel like you've made too many mistakes, or you're just too broken to be loved? Listen to me, God is not looking for a pristine, untouched vessel. He specializes in mending the broken things. When He puts your pieces back together, He fills the cracks with His grace. Those scars you are so ashamed of, they are exactly where His light will shine through the brightest. You are not a lost cause. You are a masterpiece in His hands. I left the shore 1,000 heavy miles ago, but the other side is hidden in the fog and snow. I'm standing in the middle where the bridge begins to sway, feeling like the wooden planks might finally give away. The past is fully gone, but the future isn't here, and this suspended space is slowly filling up with fear. I grip the fragile rope, I whisper to the wind. I don't know where I'm going, I don't know where I've been, but you are standing in the middle, holding up the fray. You are the steady ground when everything begins to sway. The transition isn't empty, it is held inside your hand. You walk with me across the gap toward the promised land. You hold the middle, I am safe in the between. I'm tempted to turn back into the places that I knew, even though they broke my heart and blocked my every view. Because the familiar pain feels safer than the vast unknown. But you are whispering my name and calling me your own. You tell me just to keep my eyes upon your steady face, and trust that this uncertain bridge is actually built on grace. I stop looking at the drop, I loosen up my grip. I trust the navigator of this terrifying trip. Where you are standing in the middle, holding up the fray. You are the steady ground when everything begins to sway. The transition isn't empty, it is held inside your hand. You walk with me across the gap toward the promised land. Are you in the messy middle right now? You've left a relationship, a job, or a mindset. but you haven't quite arrived at the new destination yet. It feels unstable, scary, and lonely. Listen to me. The middle is not a mistake. It is the bridge. God is not just waiting for you on the other side. He is walking across the bridge with you. Don't turn back to what broke you, just because it's familiar. Keep walking forward. The bridge will hold. I am walking through the fog, I am trusting in the wood, leaving all the past behind, walking towards the good. The curtains are heavy, the audience is gone, but I'm still on the stage, pretending to be strong. I've memorized the lines of exactly what to say, to make sure nobody sees I'm breaking in the grave. I'm terrified of slipping, terrified to fall, thinking if I make a mistake I'll lose it all. I take off the heavy mask, I whisper to the floor, I don't have the energy to play this part anymore. You never asked for a show, you never wanted a stage. You see the fragile heart behind this gilded cage. I don't have to earn your love with a flawless routine. You love the broken parts of me that remain unseen. I can just be me. I can just be me. The world applauds the perfect, the shiny and the bright, but you come sit beside me in the messy, honest night. You take away the script that was choking out my breath, and love me in the spaces where I'm scared to death. There is no judgment here, no critic in the dark, just the gentle healing of my weary, exhausted spark. I step right out of the light, I let the expectations drop, I let the spinning wheel of perfection finally stop. You never asked for a show, you never wanted a stage. You see the fragile heart behind this gilded cage. I don't have to earn your love with a flawless routine. You love the broken parts of me that remain unseen. Are you exhausted from putting on a brave face every single day? Are you terrified that if people, or even God, saw the real, messy you, they would walk away? Listen to me, God is not an audience member waiting to critique your performance. He is your Father. He doesn't want the perfect, polished version of you. He wants the real you. You can stop performing now, you can take the mask off. You are deeply, profoundly loved, exactly as you are behind closed doors. I am stepping off the stage. I am safe inside your grace. No more hiding who I am in this quiet, holy place. I'm sitting in the quiet, staring at the empty floor, praying the exact same words I prayed the day before. I feel like a broken record spinning in a heavy groove, waiting for the mountain in my living room to move. I'm terrified, tired of my repetitive refrain. Terrified, you're rolling eyes at all my daily pain. I fold my heavy hands again. I whisper to the air, are you completely bored of me in this echoing prayer? But you don't turn away when I repeat the heavy plea. You lean a little closer just to hear the heart in me. You are not a busy king with the crowded rush to stay. You are a patient father who is willing just to wait. You listen every time, you never tune me out. I thought I had to bring you shiny victories to share. Thought I had to graduate beyond this mundane prayer. But you care about the daily bread, the little things I lack. You don't demand a polished speech before you answer back. The repetition isn't just a lack of growing faith. It is a child knocking softly on the Father's gate. I stop feeling so ashamed, I'll bring the same old tear, trusting that your holy heart is always glad to hear. But you don't turn away when I repeat the heavy plea. You lean a little closer just to hear the heart in me. You are not a busy king with a crowded rush to stay. You are a patient father who is willing just to wait. Are you embarrassed to pray about the same struggle again today? Do you feel like you are annoying God because you haven't overcome this yet? Or because your prayer hasn't changed in months? Listen to me, God does not get bored of your voice. He is not tapping his watch, frustrated by your process. Every time you come to him, even with the exact same words, he leans in to listen. He loves that you keep coming back, keep knocking. He hears you every single time. I will bring it all again. I will lay it at your feet, knowing that your listening ear makes the brokenness complete. I've been watering the ground, waiting for a little green, but the surface is as barren as it has ever been. I see the other gardens blooming bright and standing tall, while I am just a quiet patch of dirt beside the wall. I wonder if the seed I planted withered in the cold. I wonder if this heavy waiting story is getting old. I stare at the empty earth, I whisper to the ground, am I entirely forgotten? Is a harvest to be found? But all the greatest growth happens completely out of sight. You are building up my roots before you bring me to the light. I am not stagnant, I am reaching deep below, building a foundation for the places I will go. The tree without a root will fall when the heavy winds arrive. It takes a hidden season just to help the branches thrive. You are protecting my fragile heart from the harshness of the sun, until the quiet, heavy work beneath the earth is done. I don't have to show the world a flower right away. I can trust the silent architecture of the clay. I stop measuring the surface, I trust what I can see. I trust the master gardener is taking care of me. But all the greatest growth happens completely out of sight. You are building up my roots before you bring me to the light. I am not stagnant, I am reaching deep below, building a foundation for the places I will go. Do you feel like you're making zero progress? Like everyone else is blooming and you are just stuck in the dirt? Listen to me. Just because you can't see the growth doesn't mean it isn't happening. God is working on your foundation right now. He is growing your roots deep in the dark. When the time is right, He will break the surface. And because of this waiting season, you will be strong enough to withstand any storm. Don't rush the unseen work. You are growing. I am growing in the dark. I am held so tight, rooted in your love, waiting for the light. from a cup that's been empty for days, walking through life in a heavy, quiet daze. Your eyes are open, but your spirit's fast asleep, carrying a burden you're too tired to keep. I look in the mirror and whisper, I just can't do this anymore. I'm just a shadow of the person I was before. Why so tired? He will renew your soul. He breathes fresh life to make the broken parts whole. He is the living water for your dry, dusty ground. In the quiet of His love, your new strength will be found. He will renew you. Let Him breathe on you. You don't need another quick fix or a screen to scroll. You just need the maker to tend to your soul. He takes the ashes of your weary, burnt out mind and leaves the heavy shadows of yesterday behind. I stop trying to run, I just sit at your feet. Your presence is the only rest that is truly complete. Why so tired? He will renew your soul. He breathes fresh life to make the broken parts whole. He is the living water for your dry, dusty ground. In the quiet of His love, your new strength will be found. You aren't just physically tired, your soul is completely exhausted. You've been trying to run a marathon on an empty tank. But God is a restorer. He doesn't just give you a moment of sleep, He gives you deep renewal. Like water to a dying plant, He's breathing life back into your dry bones right now. Take a deep breath. Let Him make you new. Restoring you. I knocked until my knuckles bled. I prayed for it to yield. I thought this was the only path, the only open field. But the lock remained unbroken, the handle wouldn't turn, leaving me with heavy questions and a heart that starts to burn. I feel the sting of a rejection I don't understand, watching the dream I wanna slip right through my hand. I I lean my head against the wood, I whisper to the sky. I thought you were leading me here, tell me why. But a closed door isn't a punishment, it's a rescuing hand. You're saving me from places that my heart couldn't withstand. You know it's just a shelter, keeping me from the storm, redirecting my footsteps to keep my spirit warm. You are my protector, I will trust and know. You are my protector, I will trust and know. I only see the hallway, but you see the whole estate. You know the hidden dangers lying right behind the gate. What feels like a heavy ending is a beautiful detour, leading to a promise that is steady and secure. I don't have to break the hinges or try to force my way. I will trust the master builder and the words he has to say. I take my hand off the knob, I step away from the frame. I surrender my desires and I bless your holy name. But a closed door isn't a punishment, it's a rescuing hand. You're saving me from places that my heart couldn't withstand. You know it's just a shelter, keeping me from the storm, redirecting my footsteps to keep my spirit warm. Are you grieving a closed door right now? A relationship that ended, a job you didn't get, an opportunity that fell through? Listen to me, it is okay to be sad, but please know this: God's rejection is often His protection. He can see the things you cannot see. He closed that door because what was behind it was either gonna hurt you or settle for less than is best for you. Don't stare at the closed door so long that you miss the better one. He is opening down the hall. Trust His redirection. I will walk away in peace. I will trust the hidden way, knowing you are guiding me every single day. I'm looking down the mountain at the path I had to tread, the valleys of the shadows where my heavy heart once bled. There were days I swore I wouldn't make it through the bitter night, days I had absolutely zero energy to fight. But every time I stumbled, every time I lost my breath, you pulled me from the edges of my own emotional death. I traced the scars upon my hands, I whispered to the view, I never would have made it here if it wasn't all for you. I place a stone of memory upon this holy ground for every single time that I was lost and I was found. You were faithful in the beginning, faithful to the end. My savior, my protector, my sustainer, and my friend. Thus far you have helped me. You have carried me all the way. But the anxiety is gone because of what I've come to know. If you brought me through the fire and you parted the deep sea, then I know you hold tomorrow and you're walking there with me. I don't have to fear the future. I don't have to guard my soul. Is in complete control. I leave the heavy baggage here. I look into the sun. I rest inside the miracle of everything you've done. I place a stone of memory upon this holy ground. For every single time that I was lost and I was found, you were faithful in the beginning. You are faithful to the end. My savior, my protector, my sustainer, and my friend. Look how far you've come. I know there were moments you thought the pain would absolutely destroy you. I know there were nights you didn't think you had the strength to see the morning. But look at you, you are still breathing. You are still standing. In the Old Testament, Samuel set up a stone and called it Ebenezer, saying, "Thus far the Lord has helped us." Set your stone down today. Look back at the tapestry of your survival. He never left you. Not even once. Rest in that faithfulness as you take your next step. I am looking at the grace. I am trusting in the rest. You have led me all this way, and your way is always best.